Welcome to Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Wolves will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Bobcats offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard runners.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So Arkansas State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue.
Going for a big play right off the bat. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Maddox. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the option. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Caught near the sticks. It's Burrell. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense might bring the house here. Gives it on the option. All down, and he has enough to move the chains. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw. It's Evanson. Zings it complete to the right.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen you.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Red Bulls! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone, they're going to have to change up their cover to get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quick strike complete. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this one's going to be knocked away. It's incomplete, and the defense probably saved itself there. That was a free play for the offense, a defense jump.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete. Inside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. play after the catch.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Red Wolves come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The give to the tailback. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Oh, what a cut! He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
That's a really nice play on 2nd down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
Oh, they're after him. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And it's right down the boulevard. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half, they can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
The Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. To the 15. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Working on the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burrell. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 40.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Evanson. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half. And that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
The Bobcats will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Scanning the field, it's Evanson. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit.
Let's make some noise.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
There he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you. But you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. And the Red Wolves have their offense in high gear. Back to pass, it's Evanson. Snagged out of the air. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes him talk to the hand. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the target. Got him, and nobody's close. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Dropping back, it's Evanson. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burrell. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Pressure coming, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals. 5 points of pressure and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Looking to scramble. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. From the shotgun, the inside give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. To throw, it's Evanson. Here's the pressure. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots.
He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still...
Touchdown, Red Bulls! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel group has there been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Evanson. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Bobcats. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Punts it out of the air. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
My goodness, dude, that is close to 500 yards. Most people can't do that on air. Most people can't do that in a video game.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's first and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
The Red Wolves will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over.
Touchdown, Arkansas State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Bobcats will snap it on first and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Dropping back, it's Evanson. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Still looking on the move. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the Heat. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point